Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 improvised movie moments from the 90s.
Oh, there you go. You've got your cream and your sugar now. It's a little cappuccino. One drop or two. Would you like another one? Oh, there you go.
For this list, we're looking at our favorite 1990s film moments that were somehow invented on the spot. If we missed any of your favorite instances of movie magic, let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Can you hear that? Reservoir Dogs. A screenplay has the ability to guide an actor through a scene and can be as detailed as a writer wants.
You don't care they're counting on your tips to live?
You know what this is? It's the world's smallest violin playing just for the waitresses.
But in the case of Reservoir Dogs, the instructions were actually quite vague. According to actor Michael Madsen, who plays Mr. Blonde in the film, his famously violent torture scene was pretty much all improvisation.
All you can do is pray for a quick death, which you ain't gonna get.
The only direction in the script told Madsen to, quote, maniacally dance around, leaving the rest up to him. Madsen said the inspiration for his crazed, stuck-in-the-middle-with-you performance came from an old James Cagney film. We cannot believe he thought it up on the spot.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Number 9. I Don't Care. The Fugitive. It's always a treat to learn which famous movie lines were made up on the spot.
What I want out of each and every one of you is a hard target search of every gas station, residence, warehouse, farmhouse, hen house, outhouse, or doghouse in that area.
Besides a certain line about bigger boats from Jaws, this might be one of the most famous improvised lines ever. While in pursuit of Harrison Ford's Dr. Richard Kimball, Deputy U.S. Marshal Sam Gerard corners him in a storm drain. In desperation, Kimball claims that he didn't kill his wife, to which Gerard says,
I don't care!
The original line in the script was, "That isn't my problem," but actor Tommy Lee Jones thought this new line would fit better with the character. Considering Gerard's gruff, no-nonsense personality, we could not agree more.
Only one person in a million can survive that fall. The guy is fish food. Okay, get a cane pole, go catch a fish and eat him.
Number 8. All right. Dazed and Confused.
All right.
Oh, Christ.
How you doing?
It's become such an iconic catchphrase, you can't help but hear it in Matthew McConaughey's signature Texas twang. This one word, repeated 3 times, has been following McConaughey around since the beginning of his career. Literally. In his breakout role in 1993's Dazed and Confused, McConaughey plays Wooderson, a creepy older guy who can't stop hanging out with high schoolers.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
In the very first scene McConaughey filmed for the movie, he had to hit on Marissa Ribisi's character. However, director and writer Richard Linklater didn't give him any dialogue, just direction. During the scene, the first 3 words out of his mouth became immediately legendary.
Say, man, you got a joint?
No, not on me, man.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Number 7. The Barn Story. Saving Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan is one of director Steven Spielberg's best, jam-packed with nail-biting tension from the jump.
That's quite a view.
Yes, it is. Quite a view.
But there are a few moments where we can breathe. The film follows a World War II squad that's ordered to search for and secure Private James Ryan after his 3 brothers have been killed in action. When the squad, led by Tom Hanks, finds Ryan, a quiet moment between the 2 men becomes one of the movie's best.
This one night, 2 of my brothers came and woke me up in the middle of the night. They said they had a surprise for me.
Ryan begins telling Hanks' character a story about catching one of his brothers having sex. Actor Matt Damon improvised the story himself, revealing something important about Ryan in the process. The story is rambling and quite crude, revealing to the audience that Ryan isn't anyone special, just a kid.
All of a sudden, John just screams out, Danny, you're a young man, don't do it.
Number 6. The Ear Punch. Fight Club. Sometimes an actor comes up with something amazing on the spot, but sometimes they need a little help from the director.
It's only after we've lost everything that
We're free to do anything.
In 1999's Fight Club, there's a scene where Tyler Durden asks the narrator of the story to punch him. The narrator is unsure at first, but reluctantly agrees before smacking Durden right in the ear.
Hit me in the ear!
Well, Jesus, I'm sorry.
Ow! Christ!
According to actor Edward Norton, director David Fincher pulled him aside before filming and asked him to really hit Brad Pitt in the scene. Norton chose the ear, creating a wonderfully real movie moment. Pitt's reaction when he laments the fact that the narrator hit him in the ear is not Durden, but all Pitt.
This is crazy. You want me to hit you?
That's right.
What, like in the face?
Surprise me.
Number 5. Stole My Line. Good Will Hunting. Robin Williams was no stranger to improv. He was a stand-up comedian after all.
Oh, you know, I read your book last night.
Oh, so you're the one.
But the trick to being a really good improviser is knowing exactly what line to add in the moment. And Williams more than nailed it in 1997's Good Will Hunting. Early in the film, he improvises a hilarious story about his wife farting in her sleep, making Matt Damon actually crack up on set.
She woke up and got like, oh, is that you? I say, I didn't have the heart to tell her. Oh, God. She woke herself up? Yes.
But as the film draws to a close and Williams' character reads a farewell letter from Damon, he improvised another much more bittersweet moment. When Damon says he has to go see about a girl, something Williams said to him earlier, Williams laughs and delivers his utterly touching "stole my line."
Son of a bitch. He stole my line.
It makes the movie. Number 4. King of the World. Titanic. It's hard to believe that something that's become so associated with a particular moment in time could have been made up.
You learn to take life as it comes at you. Oh, here you go, Cal. To make each day count.
Well said, Jack.
But Leonardo DiCaprio might have inadvertently contributed to Leo mania more than he ever could have realized. While filming the scene where Jack and Fabrizio stand at the bow of the Titanic and look out over the ocean, director James Cameron realized something was missing. He came up with the idea for DiCaprio to shout "I'm the king of the world" right there on the spot.
I'm the king of the world!
For his part, DiCaprio didn't really want to do it. According to Cameron, he had to push him to sell the line. And sell it he did, stealing the hearts of a million tweens forevermore.
I will never let go, Jack. I'll never let go.
Number 3. Funny How. Goodfellas. In Goodfellas, Joe Pesci gives a wildly memorable performance as Tommy DeVito, a hot-headed mobster whose mood can change on a dime.
Good shot. What do you want from me? Good shot.
You miss it this distance.
Well, you got a problem with what I did, Anthony?
The best example of DeVito's fluctuating moods comes early on in the film, when Ray Liotta's Henry Hill calls DeVito a funny guy after a particularly side-splitting story. Pesci's demeanor changes immediately, and he becomes dangerous and angry as he yells at Liotta.
It's just, you know, you're just funny. It's funny, you know, the way you tell the story and everything.
Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
You might notice that the cast surrounding the two men look thrown off and worried, and that's because they really were. Pesci had improvised the moment with Liotta in a rehearsal, and the two actors decided to not clue their fellow cast members into the change.
Frankie, was he shaking? I wonder about you sometimes, Henry. You may fold under questioning.
Number 2. Hiss. The Silence of the Lambs. It's hard to imagine The Silence of the Lambs without Anthony Hopkins' signature performance as Hannibal Lecter, but that's what almost happened. Director Jonathan Demme initially approached Sean Connery, which would have been a very different film. And we might not have had some of Hopkins' greatest on-the-spot work.
And that accent you've tried so desperately to shed, pure West Virginia. What does your father do? Is he a coal miner? Does he stink of the land?
Not only did he decide to mock Jodie Foster's accent without telling her, but he also performed his infamous hiss all on his own. After Lecter delivers his iconic line about Chianti and fava beans, Hopkins makes a sinister hissing noise.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Apparently, the actor had been workshopping the noise around set and decided to throw it into the scene to see how it worked. It is a perfect addition to an already thrilling performance.
You fly back to school now, little Starling. Fly.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. You can't handle the truth. A Few Good Men.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
It is one of the most famous movie lines in history, and it almost was just a little bit different. A Few Good Men is one of the best of the 1990s courtroom dramas, pitting Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson against each other in dramatic fashion. Cruise is one of the lawyers representing 2 U.S. Marines charged with murder, and believes Nicholson's character ordered the attack.
If you gave an order that Santiago wasn't to be touched, and your orders are always followed, then why would Santiago be in danger?
The interrogation scene itself is mesmerizing, but Nicholson's yelling, "You can't handle the truth," has permeated pop culture in a way that not many lines can. The line in the script, however, was different. Nicholson was supposed to say, "You already have the truth." But with a little light editing, he changed the course of film history.
Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.